Hey, what's up? Ian here, and today I'm going to take a look at this Celest Wyvern Qing. Retail price for this is 29 US dollars. It's available on Hi-Fi Go's website. If you're interested, do check out the unaffiliated link in the description below. Alright, so let's open this up, measure it, and then listen to it as well. Pretty budget friendly. It's $29. You can get it on Hi-Fi Go's website. In fact, Hi-Fi Go has got a lot of earphones for you guys to choose from, and if you guys need any help in choosing one, let me know. I can help you guys choose. By the way, there's some specs at the back, so let me read that out to you. The sensitivity is 105, frequency range is 20 to 20,000 hertz, and the impedance is 32 ohms. Okay, right, so this is the box. Pretty budget looking box. Okay, you got all the paperwork and all that. I'm not going to read that. I think they upgraded to this, Ziploc kind of thing. But yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at the ear tips, see if it's nice. But I mean, I'm not putting my hopes too high. This is budget friendly after all. $29. Let's see. Alright, so these are actually pretty wide. Wide bore ear tips, suitable for transparent sound, right? So if you like those kind of transparent kind of soundstage, this is a pretty nice ear tip for that. I'll try it later during my test. Let's take a look at the cable. It looks pretty stock to me. Yeah, pretty stock, so I'm not going to go through this cable. Pretty stock looking cable, but for the 29 bucks, yeah, this is what you're going to get. It comes with a microphone, a play and pause button, pretty standard, okay, and it's terminated with, I think it's QDC. No, it's just a 2-pin. Pretty good. 2-pin connector to the IEM itself. Okay. Now let's take a look at the IEM. Pretty standard looking as well. It's got this well, I mean, at least it's resin. It's not, acrylic or plastic or anything like that. So pretty smooth looking as well. The inner shell is quite shapy. As you can see, it's quite angled as well for the nozzle. It's built-in nozzle with a metal mesh filter. But yeah, it's pretty okay. I mean, pretty standard looking IEM with a wing here, I would say. Yeah, so let's measure this. Okay, I got my coupler here. Let's plug it into my sound card. Okay, and I'm going to put this into the left side. I'm going to put it into the coupler. All right. Okay, so let's go to the computer. All right, so now let's first calibrate. So let's play a pink noise and let's calibrate this earphones. It's now at 83 and 33 dBFS. So let's just bring it up a little bit. A very quick one. Maybe the output I should increase it a little bit. Yeah, there you go. 31.92. Calibrate at 85 dB. That's pretty good. Very fast. Now let's pause the sound, the pink noise. Alright, so let's give it a name. This is the Celest Wyvern Qing. Okay, check the levels and let's measure. Let's go. Alright, so this is the left side. Now let's take the left side out from the coupler and let's put the right side into the coupler. Let's see. Alright, make sure it's in. Let's go back to the computer. Now let's measure the right side. 87 dB, pretty good. Let's begin. Wow, look at the channel matching. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's bring in my Harman target so that you guys have something to compare with. Okay. Let's normalize the two lines so that is in line with the Harman target. There you go. And the right side, let's bring it up a little bit. And that's it. Alright, so there you go. So this is the graph of the Celest Wyvern Qing. So in terms of sub bass, it's actually pretty close to the Harman target, just a little bit more, maybe 1 or 2 dB above the Harman target. You can see that it's pretty extended, it's not rolled off. Mid bass is actually pretty good, it's just a bit above. I would say it's quite punchy, it should sound punchy, but that's a lower mids bloat somewhere here. So this part here will give a bit more body to the music that you listen to. Not so much of the rumble, but more of the mid bass body. As for the mids, it's actually quite harmonish. And the upper mids is actually quite alright. I mean, it's pretty close to the Harman target, but it starts to taper off roughly about 2.5k hertz. And over here, this is where you will hear that, you know, it's a little bit darkish in terms of the presence, because it tapers, it slopes all the way down, roughly at about 6k region, okay, and it dips all the way down to about 75 dB, okay. So you can hear the difference between the 85 dB and 75 dB is 10 dB difference. And that's where, you know, your brilliance and the presence of the treble starts to dip, and it makes it a very dark treble. And then it bounces back up, where, you know, somewhere about, this is about 11k hertz. I mean, some people still can hear it quite clearly, so you get that peak up here, and that will give you some air, but it's not a very long live kind of airiness to the treble, so you can hear a bit of it, but in general you still hear that the treble is a dark treble. Okay, so overall this, I would say, is a pretty darkish, harmonish kind of tuning. Alright, so let's take it out from the coupler and then let's listen to it as well on my phone. Let's first try the fit test. Okay, let me just pause my recording. Okay, so let's put on the ear tips, if I can find the medium size. There you go, medium size. Bear in mind this is $29, so it's pretty budget. Okay, ear tips, I'm not putting much hope on the ear tips. I might end up using my own ear tips, but currently it feels quite flimsy, quite thin as well. But it's a wide bore ear tip, which is my favorite type. I prefer wide bore. The narrow bore ones will give you a bit more bass, a bit more lower end in terms of the frequency. Okay, so let me bring in my phone and my dongle. Okay, so let's plug this in and let's go to my favorite songs. Well, my IM test songs. Okay, let's play Vegas El Bandito. Let me just bring in my phone holder so I don't have to keep holding on to my phone. Okay, and let's first try the fit test. See how this fits my ear. Looks very curvy, don't you think? A lot of curves, a lot of fin. There's a fin here on the top end. Oh, wow. It fits quite well. Fits my ear pretty well, actually. It doesn't wobble in my ear, doesn't give me any pain. The angle of the nozzle is just nice. It went in straight like a glove. Alright, so let's listen to this Vegas El Bandito. And okay, nice bass shelf. The punch is really there, and I'm not at the highest volume. I'm somewhere in between, about 50%. Actually, you know what? The overall soundstage on this is actually pretty good. Sound separation is also very good for a single dynamic driver. And is, well, by the way, the driver is a 10mm LCP diaphragm dynamic driver. Pretty good driver. So far, to me, right, this $29 IEM sounds pretty good technically, right? The clarity is not the cleanest, of course, but for $29 it's quite clear. I don't hear much distortion. The detail retrieved on this is also very good. Sound separation is okay, but above average when it comes to $29. Is performing much above its price point. Overall resolution on this is alright, but for $29 is actually pretty good. Yeah, sound separation is also very good, and the overall soundstage, right, I would say it's wide, quite spacious, well laid out as well. The overall tonal balance on this is, I would say it's a little bit warm. Yeah, it's a little bit warm, not so much of a reference type of tuning. Yeah, overall, pretty balanced, yeah. Treble, actually, you know what? I would feel that the treble is not bad. It's dark, but it's not to a point whereby, you know, it's dull. It's still quite energetic. Actually, it's the peanut gain. The peanut gain on this is actually pretty good. When I listen to this, right, it's still got that spice there. It's got that energy there. It's just that the claps and the cowbells is not as bright and as energetic, but it's not bad. All right, so let's conclude. $29. Wow. Actually, I quite like this tuning. I mean, it's basically quite harmonish. But overall, I can't fault this earphone for $29. Yeah. I mean, if you tell me that this is like $150, then yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like a $150 earphone, and nothing above 100 anyway. But $29 is a steal, I would say. Yeah, for this quality of sound that it produces, is definitely well worth the money for $29. Balanced tuning with dark treble, very tolerable. Treble, you will not get any fatigue when listening to your tracks, and it's not sibilant, it's not harsh, and it's just nice when it comes to the treble. Bass is also just nice for me. It's not overly done. The mid bass could tune down a little bit. It's a little bit muddy in the mids, you know, but other than that, it's pretty good. Yeah, for $29 US, and I do recommend it. $29. Yeah, very good buy for these earphones. All right, so that's it for my impression of this Celest Wyvern Qing. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers!